Hey friends, welcome to a new fractions lesson. So we've been working together on addition of fractions with the same denominator. Today we are going to work on the same concept, but we are going to learn something new. Before we start working on the lesson, let's talk about how we can first make our material at home. I've sent some printouts to your parents, and now let's talk about how we can make these fraction insets using that material. Hey friends, so let's talk about how to make the material before we start our lesson. So I've sent a file to your parents that when they print out will look like this. But to make this material, this is exactly the same material that we've been using in school for our fraction lessons. So these are only on paper. So what I used for creating my material was red construction paper. So your parents, if you guys have red construction paper or cardstock, both work. If you have red construction paper, the size of the construction paper is bigger than a printer size paper, so you will have to cut it according to the printer sized paper to fit it in your printer. Once you have the printouts, they will look like this on the paper, and they will look like this on the paper, and you will have to cut them out. Okay, so once you have cut them out, they will look like this. So what do I have here? I have one whole, half insets, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5, 1/6, 1/7, 1/8, 1/9, 1/10, and 1/12. And then we have addition symbol and an equals to sign. Okay, because as discussed earlier in the video, we are working on addition of fractions with like denominators. We are still continuing on the same concept, but we are going to learn something new today. So let's look at our first problem. Before I start, I would like to revise a little bit about our numerator and denominator. So this is 1/4, we know that by now, and our denominator is 4 and our numerator is 1. Okay, so we know that the numerator is the number on top of the line. What is this line known as? This line is called a vinculum. So the numerator is on top of the vinculum and denominator is the bottom number. That is the family, okay? Family of 4s. There is one thing that sometimes friends have trouble remembering which one is the numerator and the denominator. Denominator, the D, denominator, down. Down is also D, down, denominator. So the number below the vinculum is the denominator. So now we all know that, numerator and denominator. Okay, let's see what our first problem is. So we have 2/3 plus 2/3. Let's see what it equals to. 1/3, 1/3. That makes 2/3. Plus 1/3, 1/3. So now we know that we are adding them. What does adding mean? To put them together, right? So I'm gonna put these together. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and then we have 1/3. We are working on the family of 1/3s, like thirds. Okay, so how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this equals to 4/3. The denominator remains the same. Okay, and our numerator is 4. A fraction in which the numerator is greater than the denominator is called an improper fraction. We just made an improper fraction. Improper fraction. If you are my first year friend, you may stop this video right here and refer to the fraction assignment in your work plan and practice making some improper fractions. Okay, if you are my second year friends, please continue to watch this video. Okay, so friends, we just saw and worked together to make an improper fraction. Let's see. Considering this same fraction and same problem, I am going to see what is this? What does this look like? Yes, this looks like as a whole. Did you see that? So we just discovered that 3 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 make a whole. So I am going to show you something. One whole, and what do I have here? 1/3. So 4/3 can also be written as 1 whole and 1/3. Do we have the same thing right here? Yes. So this new way of writing the fraction is called mixed fraction. Why is it called mixed fraction? It has a whole number and a fraction. Mixed fraction. A fraction that has a whole number and a fraction is called a mixed fraction. So we just made improper fractions and then changed the improper fraction to a mixed fraction. So this was our lesson for today. You have a follow-up assignment in your work plan. I would like you to follow up and see what is there and make some practice making some improper fractions and then changing those improper fractions with the help of your fraction insets, change them to mixed fractions. This was our lesson for this week. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I will see you with a new lesson next week. Thank you. Bye.